Today's climb is dedicated to Michael Kiefer, Brooklyn's Ladder 132, housed with engine 280 in the eye of the storm. This is his 110, carrying to the top. This climb is dedicated to his family left behind, Bud, his father, Pat, his mother, and sisters Lauren and Carrie. It's also dedicated to his fiancee Jamie. So this 110 is to carry the eye of the storm to the top of the tower. For a brother who started life wanting to be a firefighter, 9 months on the job with the FDNY, made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. This 110 is for him. So, here we go. Taking our brother to the top. For Michael Kiefer, firefighter with Ladder 132. And here we go, first vertical. So this climb is 110 floors for firefighter Michael Kiefer. When he was younger, he was always trying to look for that red devil. It said when he was old enough to have a bike, and he learned how to ride a bike, he would listen to a police scanner and end up going and chasing fire. His family took him to firehouses when he was younger, and it was also said that most every photo he had, from celebrations, birthdays, everything like that, he was in some sort of a fire gear. I found this kind of interesting, that he would set up fires in his backyard and have his sisters, Lauren and Carrie, as his probationary firefighters, rescuing the dolls out of the backyard. Our brother's legacy and a short time with the FDNY at 9 months will not be forgotten. When he went in to the FDNY, he was already on the EMS side before he tested. When he did test, he scored 100% on both the written and the physical. One thing that was also said when he went through the academy and he graduated, he was assigned to Ladder 132, Brooklyn's eye of the storm. When he first got to the station, they nicknamed him Kiefer the Keeper, because he fit in just like he was there his first day. Captain Vigiano was saying he was a great fit at that station. So this climb is given with honor and respect to our brother who made that ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. For our brother, firefighter Michael Kiefer, Ladder 132, eye of the storm out of Brooklyn. He was really happy he got the eye of the storm because it was one of Brooklyn's busiest ladder companies. And that's what he wanted. To be able to go where the Red Devil was. It said when he was younger that he got involved in the young firefighters programs in several departments, but he left looking for more. He got onto a volunteer department, but he wanted more. He went to John Jay College, graduated. Like I said, he got on the EMS side of it before taking the FDNY exam, to which he scored 100% on both the written and the physical before getting into the academy. This climb is to give honor and respect to his sacrifice made so that others could live. For firefighter Michael Kiefer, Brooklyn's Eye of the Storm, ladder 132, housed with engine 280. For his father, Bud, his mother, Pat, and sisters, Eileen and Carrie, he will not be forgotten. For his fiancée, Jamie, he will not be forgotten. His legacy will live on. Another thing interesting was that his mom made sure he had swim lessons when he was younger, and he used those to become a lifeguard until he became an ocean lifeguard, to which he called it his other home at the time. One of the things in his honor was the Michael Kiefer Fund out of the New York City Firefighters Burn Center Foundation that was started in his honor, so that he will never be forgotten, always remembered for the sacrifice made so that others could live. So his family left behind will know that our brother's legacy will carry on for years to come. This is 110, taking our brother to that symbolic top of the towers. For Michael Kiefer, 9 months out of the academy before he responded on 9/11/2001. The greatest rescue effort in U.S. history, on the back of the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil. This 110 is finishing his footsteps, taking him up as we speak. For firefighter Michael Kiefer and the Eye of the Storm, ladder 132 into 280. Another brother's going vertical, taking them all the way to the top. Like I said before, our brother had 9 months on the department with the FDNY the career he was meant for, from becoming a child to where he was, busy at ladder company, the eye of the storm. It was said that instead of listening to a radio, he listened to a police scanner. He read books on firefighting tactics. And at one point, that was all he had in his bedroom. Because he was meant for the job. Besides the job, he was very much into his faith. A Eucharistic minister that attended Mass with his family. This climb is to keep our brother's legacy alive. Taking him to the 110th floor. The vertical. Pushing him up. So we're going there now for brother firefighter Michael Kiefer. For his mom Pat, his dad Bud, and his sisters, he will never be forgotten. Like I said before, when he was involved in the young firefighters, he used to have his sisters playing probationary firefighters in their backyard, where he would direct operations and saving their dolls out of simulations he would come up with in their backyard. So this is to always remember, to never forget our brothers, and those still counting, to work the pile in the recovery effort for hours, days, weeks, months, years, until everything was complete. And right now, this climb is to continue the commitment made to never forget, to carry 343 brothers initially, 110 floors each, before the commencement of the, and still counting, memorial climbs. Push another brother to the 110th floor. Going there now for the eye of the storm. Ladder 132 into 280 for firefighter Michael Kiefer. To honor the sacrifice made so that others could live. So this is for his family, for his fiance, for the FDNY. We can never forget. This climb is given with honor and respect. Starting to get foggy. It's all good. Welcome from southern New Mexico, Sunland Park. Currently in the gym, climbing for firefighter Michael Kiefer. Ladder 132 is the eye of the storm out of Brooklyn. Housed with engine 280. My brother who was born to be in the fire service. Everything he did as a child, through his teens, through his young adult life, was reflective of a life of service to his communities and to the citizens of New York in his 9-month time frame. This is to always remember the legacies left behind, to never forget the 343 and still counting. So this right now is continuing. Another brother going vertical. Just finished the 4th vertical, moving towards the 5th on this climb. 16 minutes in, correction, 17 minutes in. For firefighter Michael Kiefer. Going vertical. Our brothers made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. This climb is to give honor and respect. Taking him to the 110th floor. Symbolically going to the top to join his other brothers there. But right now, the eye of the storm is headed up again. Ladder 132 into 280 out of Brooklyn. Pushing him to the top. For his family, his father Bud, his mother Pat, and his sisters, and his fiance. He will never be forgotten. He's on our hearts and on our minds. As I said before, in tribute, the Michael Kiefer Fund was created within the New York City Firefighters Burn Center Foundation Fund, I believe is the correct title. And right now, this climb is in his honor. 110 floors to carry our brother to the top. Finishing the footsteps to the top of the tower. Nine months on the job. And he was part of the ultimate sacrifice in order that others would live. This is to give honor and respect. Following the initial 343 commitment will be the, and still counting, memorial climbs to honor those who made the ultimate sacrifice secondary to the recovery effort, to where they worked the pile at ground zero for hours, days, weeks, months. They will not be forgotten. Their sacrifices to bring resolve to the families will not be forgotten. Pushing them to the 110th floor for firefighter Michael Kiefer, ladder 132, the eye of the storm. As he was lovingly known as Kiefer the Keeper at ladder 132. He fit right in once he got to the house. Hence the reason they gave him the nickname. This is for the eye of the storm. Ladder 132 into 280. Out of Brooklyn. Another brother is going vertical. It's really foggy now. Pushing him vertical. Coming up on the back half of the 6th vertical. Up 7. For firefighter Michael Kiefer. Going to the top. With honor and respect. Yep. So we're at the 6th vertical, 86 floors up, and 23 minutes in. Last vertical will get us to about the 101st floor, and we'll get going. Finish all the way to the top. For firefighter Michael Kiefer, ladder 132. Prior EMS before joining the FDNY. An ocean lifeguard. And a brother meant to be a firefighter from his young life. Pushing him up. Finishing his climb. Going to the top. This climb is dedicated to his family left behind, to the FDNY, specifically to the eye of the storm out of Brooklyn, ladder 132 into 280. We're about ready to hit that last and final vertical. Pushing him all the way to the top. I'll do a screenshot real quick once we reach the end of the vertical to show we're about the 101st floor on this climb for firefighter and brother Michael Kiefer. Ladder 132 is the eye of the storm, right there in Brooklyn. housed with engine 280. This climb is his. Carrying him all the way to the 110th floor to finish his footsteps. And of all the brothers, going vertical right now for Michael Kiefer. Another brother headed to the 110th floor. Back on the climbs after returning from New York City. Getting our brothers vertical in continuation of the 343 commitment and still counting. The 110 floors for each brother. 343 before the and still counting are going vertical. So now we're at the 101st floor, 27 minutes in. Taking them all the way to the very top. For firefighter Michael Kiefer, our brother who had aspirations of becoming a firefighter from his days as a child. He would listen to a police scanner instead of a radio, and it said that once he was able to ride his bike, he would go to where the fires were, to the point that he even actually needed a police escort back from one of the spots because it was a tough neighborhood where he went into in pursuit of his later career. He was with the Young Firefighters programs in several departments, always looking for the Red Devil to get more action. He went from one to the other until he finally found his home in the FDNY. Ladder 132, housed with engine 280, Brooklyn's eye of the storm. For his family left behind, his father Bud, mother Pat, sisters, and his fiance Jamie, he will not be forgotten. His legacy will live on for years to come. Pushing him all the way to the top. For our brother, Michael Kiefer, firefighter, 9 months on the job, one of the youngest. Made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. Right now, this is dedicated to his family, to his fiance, to the FDNY off and on the line, and specific dedication to the eye of the storm out of Brooklyn. Taking him, finishing that 110, all the way to the top. And we're there. $110. Brother, rest easy. Michael Kiefer. We got it from here.